In episode 134 of Renegade Immortal, Wang Lin is swept into a disaster of enormous scale. The Phantom Clan's old ancestor orders the extermination of Yunxia Star, and Wang Lin strikes, killing a Phantom Clan Ascendant cultivator in an instant. Through meeting Sun Tai on Yunxia Star, Wang Lin learns from him about the Luotian Star region, but he is also dragged into a calamity of clan annihilation. The three Ascendant ancestors of Yunxia Star are facing the Phantom Clan's bloody reckoning because 4 years earlier, they joined forces to kill members of that clan. Seeing how powerful Wang Lin is, they try to pull him into their conflict with the bait of an 8th grade pill, hoping he will protect them. That moment, the Sun Clan ancestor instructs them to use the 8th grade pseudo-divine pill from the Treasure Union Pavilion auction to test Wang Lin's cultivation. Wang Lin sees through his intentions at a glance, accepts the auction token, and goes to the Treasure Union Pavilion. The auction, he uses only a single immortal jade to win the 8th grade pseudo-divine pill. He knows perfectly well that one pill is nowhere near enough to make him step into this mess. Right after that, Wang Lin uses the massive amount of immortal jade gifted to him by Sun Tai to raise his strength to a point just shy of the middle stage of Ascendant. Only one step remains between him and that breakthrough. He first severely injures the Ran clan ancestor, who is already in the middle stage of Ascendant, then faces him coldly and openly asks whether he had intended from the very beginning to drag him into the disaster from 4 years ago. The Ran clan ancestor is shaken to the core and tries to apologize and explain, but Wang Lin cuts him off without hesitation. He states plainly that if they want his protection, they must offer enough sincerity, and what they have shown so far is far from sufficient. The Ran clan ancestor hurriedly asks what conditions Wang Lin wants. Wang Lin answers at once, demanding 90% of the Ran clan's immortal jade. The ancestor falls silent, weighing the cost again and again, when Wang Lin suddenly lifts his gaze toward the void and calmly tells the two people hiding there to reveal themselves. Two blurred figures solidify in response. They are Sun Shi and the Carefree Wanderer. Through witnessing Wang Lin casually cripple the Ran clan ancestor, both are unable to hide the shock on their faces. Wang Lin then lays out all the conditions for his protection. Sun Shi must hand over 70% of his family's immortal jade. Carefree Wanderer, like the Ran clan ancestor, must hand over 90%. On top of that, the three of them must also surrender every relic taken from the Phantom Clan members they killed 4 years ago, along with the remaining pills. If they cannot meet these terms, he will wash his hands of the entire affair. Faced with the Phantom Clan's mortal threat of extermination, the three of them have little room to refuse. The Ran clan ancestor deliberates for a long time before finally gritting his teeth and agreeing. Sun Shi and the Carefree Wanderer nod soon after. All three hand over the promised immortal jade on the spot. As for the relics of the Phantom Clan, they do not hesitate in the slightest. Through keeping those items for 4 years, they are no longer treasures in their eyes but death warrants hanging above their heads day and night. Wang Lin puts the items away and turns to leave, tossing back only one sentence. Unless something truly happens, do not disturb him. If members of the Phantom Clan come, he will act. The three of them breathe a temporary sigh of relief, but still secretly worry that Wang Lin might leave Yunxia Star on his own. At the same time, in the ancestral residence of the Phantom Clan in the southern part of Thousand Illusion Star, the clan master Huan Fengshan stands respectfully before the old ancestor who has just returned from the Alliance Star region. The old man speaks in a voice as cold as ice, demanding to know why the disappearance of clan members 4 years ago is only being dealt with now. Huan Fengshan quickly explains that the collateral branches are numerous, making it impossible to investigate each one individually. The old man then orders that the purge of Yunxia Star be handed over to the clan guards serving his adopted daughter, Liu Mei, whom he has brought back with him. He wants every person involved uprooted and destroyed, using the matter to establish Liu Mei's authority. Through withdrawing, Huan Fengshan is filled with resentment. He feels the old ancestor is far too biased toward this outsider woman and may even intend to hand the Phantom Clan over to her. 3 days later, in her pavilion, Liu Mei assigns the task regarding Yunxia Star to the clan guard Huan Dong. Huan Dong has already reached the peak of the middle stage of Ascendant and worships Liu Mei with almost fanatical devotion. The moment he receives the order, he vows to finish the job swiftly and preserve her prestige at all costs. In his eyes, the strongest cultivator on Yunxia Star, the Ran clan ancestor, is merely in the same realm as himself and would never dare resist. Elsewhere, Wang Lin is deeply absorbed in contemplating intent. His cycle of life and death has long since fused completely with his primordial spirit, yet he still cannot grasp the path of karma beyond life and death. The Yellow Springs path he once comprehended is only an expression of death. He still cannot find the direction of life. Because his intent remains unable to break through, even though the immortal power within him is already abundant, he has been unable to step into the middle stage of Ascendant. Through returning to his residence, Wang Lin takes out the relics surrendered by the three men. Aside from the 8th grade pill, there are also 2 ownerless magic treasures, a jade slip and an identity token. One of the magic treasures is a powerful offensive pseudo-immortal treasure called the Black Comb. The other is a naturally formed violet gold firestone, an extremely precious material for refining treasures. When Wang Lin examines the identity token, it first appears to be an ordinary marker of status, but something about it feels wrong. In the end, by using the Immortal Guard's power to control the duality of yin and yang, truth and illusion, he sees through the hidden divine ability bound to the owner's life soul. That means the Phantom clan had long known that this clansman was already dead. He then picks up the jade slip, which the 3 men had not even dared to probe with divine sense. Through erasing the resentment and communication fluctuations on it, he finally sees what it contains. The jade slip not only records the Phantom clan's core divine art, the Thousand Illusions Heartless Path. What truly moves Wang Lin is another message inside. On Yunxia Star, a complete vein of golden flame has been discovered. That piece of violet gold firestone came from that very vein. A sharp light instantly flashes in Wang Lin's eyes. His Heaven Defying Bead is only lacking metal-attributed material to become complete. An entire vein is the perfect chance to bring it to fulfillment. Once the bead truly acknowledges him as its master, its real divine abilities can be unlocked. He makes up his mind on the spot. Anyone who dares fight him for that vein will die. Wang Lin immediately asks Sun Shi for a complete star map of the Luotian star region and locks onto the location of Yunxia Star. That planet lies several months away from Yunxia Star, a deserted world filled with lethal poison mists and no resident cultivators. Once everything is ready, Wang Lin sets out. But just as he is about to break through the astral wind layer of Yunxia Star, he is stopped by the 3 ancestors. They have only just surrendered most of their wealth less than half a month ago, so seeing Wang Lin preparing to leave naturally fills them with suspicion. Wang Lin coldly tells them that he will not go back on his word. This trip will take at most a year and at least several months before he returns. That very moment, the expressions of all of them change. They look up toward the heavens. Beside Yunxia Star, Huan Dong is rushing forward atop a stellar compass. He charges into the astral wind layer with blatant arrogance, spreading his divine sense and immortal power without restraint. His cold voice rolls across the entire planet like thunder, announcing himself as a second-rank clan guard of the Phantom clan and ordering the Ascendant cultivators of Yunxia Star to come out and meet him at once. That voice, infused with immortal power, shakes countless low-level cultivators until they cough blood and suffer grave injuries. The moment the 3 ancestors hear the words Phantom Clan, their faces go deathly pale. Their bodies tremble and their eyes are filled with despair. All their hope can only be pinned on Wang Lin. Wang Lin has taken their payment, so he will settle their disaster. His divine sense instantly transforms into rolling thunder, locking onto the sky and condensing into a single word. Lost. The word explodes like thunder. Huan Dong, who has just broken through the astral wind layer, is struck head-on. Roaring in fury, he forms a seal and unleashes the divine ability of metal intent he has cultivated. But Wang Lin gathers a finger wind of annihilation wrapped in thunder power at his fingertips. In an instant, it shatters Huan Dong's divine art, destroys the golden sword he had summoned, and slams into his body. Huan Dong is severely wounded on the spot and vomits blood. Both his body and primordial spirit are continuously corroded by crackling lightning. Only one thought remains in his mind: escape. The moment Huan Dong merges into the void in an attempt to teleport away, Wang Lin unleashes the 7-star sword formation created by Sword Venerable Ling Tianhou. 7 long arcs of light tear through the air and drag him straight out of emptiness. The sword formation locks down his entire body in an instant. The slightest movement will cause him to be shredded by sword light. From the moment Huan Dong arrives to the instant he is captured alive, only a few breaths pass. Seeing this, the 3 ancestors suck in cold air. Their eyes are full of fear, and they completely make up their minds that for the rest of their lives, they must never make an enemy of Wang Lin. Even after being captured, Huan Dong continues to threaten everyone with the name of the Phantom Clan. In a sharp voice, he exposes their murder of Phantom Clan members 4 years ago and declares that the bloodlines of their 3 families will end today. The hesitation in the Ran clan ancestors' eyes instantly turns into resolve. He immediately cups his fist to Wang Lin and asks that Huan Dong be handed over to them for disposal. Wang Lin nods and agrees. He seals Huan Dong's primordial spirit and turns to leave. That moment, Huan Dong suddenly shrieks that if they kill him, Lady Huan Mei will never let them go. Huan Mei is the old ancestor's only disciple and the future head of the Phantom Clan. Wang Lin's steps abruptly halt. He slowly turns around and asks for Huan Mei's original name. Huan Dong uses it as a bargaining chip, saying he will only speak if Wang Lin lets him go. Wang Lin frowns, reaches out through the air and pulls Huan Dong directly into his grasp. Placing a hand on the crown of his head, he uses the Immortal Guard's power to perform a soul search. As he turns through fragments of Huan Dong's memory, Wang Lin's expression slowly darkens. He finally confirms that this Huan Mei is none other than Liu Mei from Suzaku Star. With a casual strike, he shatters Huan Dong's body and throws his primordial spirit into the soul banner. The 3 ancestors are stunned where they stand, not daring to utter a word. Wang Lin remains silent for a long time before stepping into the sky and flying off atop the stellar compass toward Yunxia Star. On the way, he calculates everything in his heart. If Liu Mei knows what is good for her, they can leave each other in peace. But if she is still as unreasonable and troublesome as she was back on Suzaku Star, he will kill her outright. As for the old Phantom Clan ancestor, there is no need to fight him to the death. If Wang Lin cannot win, he will leave. But if the man presses too hard, Wang Lin will kill several members of the Phantom Clan in retaliation. Cold gleam flickers in his eyes. In his heart, there is only one thought. The golden flame or vein on Yunxia Star is the key to completing the Heaven Defying Bead. Whoever blocks his way will die. During the month Wang Lin spends traveling, news of Huan Dong's death returns to the Phantom Clan, throwing the entire clan into turmoil. The old ancestor is furious and advances Liu Mei's blood replacement ceremony, declaring that after the ceremony is over, Liu Mei herself will handle the matter and use it to establish her authority. When Liu Mei hears that Huan Dong is dead, not a ripple appears on her face. That moment, intense fluctuations and thick resentment surge out from her storage pouch. She gently soothes whatever is inside. The Phantom Clan ancestor appears behind her and frowns as he advises her that the thing is too vicious. It will damage her Dao heart, and she must destroy it immediately. Liu Mei only says softly that she knows what she is doing and refuses to obey. The old ancestor can only sigh and ask why she insists on this. Elsewhere, Wang Lin finally arrives at Yunxia Star and spreads out his divine sense, preparing to search for the golden flame or vein. Suddenly, a heaven-shaking roar erupts in the distance. A mass of red cloud lights up the darkness and rushes madly toward him. Crouched upon that red cloud is a gigantic vicious beast thousands of feet long, neither dragon nor serpent, its entire body covered in tendrils and whiskers. As it charges forward, even the thick mists of the sky churn violently. The moment Wang Lin's divine sense sweeps over the beast, his face changes dramatically. In shock, he blurts out 2 words. Moonwatcher. He instantly recalls the information from the memories of the ancient god 2C. Moonwatchers are parasites that live inside ancient gods. The stronger the ancient god, the stronger the Moonwatcher. Only after the death of an ancient god is there the slightest chance such a creature can survive and crawl out from its body. Without a second thought, Wang Lin dives into the cracks in the ground and hides deep beneath the surface. Watching the Moonwatcher howl past in the distance, a strange light bursts from his eyes. There is a Moonwatcher here. Could it be that Yunxia Star contains the corpse of an ancient god? But if that were true, how could the great cultivators of the Luotian star region possibly have left such an opportunity untouched? Hidden in the crevice, Wang Lin stares in the direction where the Moonwatcher vanished, thoughts turning ceaselessly in his mind. Far away in the Alliance star region, on an ordinary cultivation planet, Situnan is being crazily hunted by 2 women in colored robes. He is in a sorry state, fleeing in panic while still barking threats, shouting that if they keep forcing him, he will carve their sect master's shameful secrets onto 100,000 jade slips and scatter them across the entire cultivation alliance. 2 women immediately join forces and summon the shadow of their sect master. With a raised hand, she compresses heaven and earth. Situnan struggles with all his might to break free, but he is still gravely wounded and spits out a large mouthful of blood. His eyes turn red as he flees wildly, swearing in his heart that this time he will definitely enter seclusion. Unless he reaches the Nirvana scrying stage, he will never come out again. Meanwhile, in the Phantom Moon Pool in the southern region of Thousand Illusion Star, a forbidden place where the Phantom Clan performs its blood replacement technique, the Phantom Clan ancestor drains the entire pool dry and orders tens of thousands of clansmen to offer their essence blood into the pit one after another. In the end, he even cuts his own wrist, merging his source blood into it. With a single order from him, the tens of thousands of blood offerings completely fuse together. He intends to refine from them the purest possible phantom bloodline and use it to rebuild Liu Mei's body. Liu Mei responds and walks into the blood pool, allowing the phantom bloodline to completely swallow her. The Phantom Clan ancestor forms seals with both hands and uses the secret technique with his own second-step Nirvana scrying cultivation. He not only drives the 1,000 refined bloodline sigils into Liu Mei's body and strips away her original blood to complete the blood replacement, but also damages his own cultivation to pour his vast immortal power and Tao intent endlessly into Liu Mei's primordial spirit. In the time it takes half a stick of incense to burn, Liu Mei's cultivation surges all the way from the early stage of Ascendant to the great perfection of the late stage of Ascendant. The eyes of tens of thousands of Phantom Clan members are filled with envy they cannot hide. But the Phantom Clan ancestor's body withers, his face ages, and his cultivation suffers enormous loss. Before entering seclusion, he leaves an order for Liu Mei to go to Yunxia Star and fight the first battle of her rise, establishing her authority there. Accepting the command, Liu Mei crosses the star-locking formation alone and heads straight for Yunxia Star. On the other side, after witnessing the terrifying strength of the 1,000-foot Moonwatcher on Yunxia Star, comparable to a second-step cultivator, Wang Lin does not dare provoke it lightly. He focuses on following the underground fissures deeper below, searching for the golden flame or vein that can complete the Heaven Defying Bead. Before long, he finds a golden flame or vein stretching tens of thousands of miles beneath the earth. But the more he investigates, the heavier the doubt in his heart becomes. The vein is evenly proportioned throughout, with none of the irregularity of a natural mineral deposit. Combined with the strange tentacles scattered across the surface and the physical characteristics of the Moonwatcher, Wang Lin suddenly realizes the truth. The entire Yunxia Star is not a planet at all, but a gigantic Moonwatcher sunk in slumber. What he sees as the golden flame or vein is in fact the creature's bones. Chill runs through his back at once. If he had rashly tried to take the bones just now, he would certainly have awakened the Moonwatcher and met a doomed death. Unwilling to give up like this, Wang Lin searches through the memories of ancient god 2C and finds a solution. He plans to refine a large amount of the hallucinatory essence of the ascension fruit, then combine it with an ancient god seal to force the Moonwatcher into an even deeper sleep before taking its bones. But he lacks the materials for now. Left with no choice, he can only temporarily leave Yunxia Star on the stellar compass and return to Renegade Star. By this time, Renegade Star has already been completely sealed off by the Phantom Clan's star-locking formation. The Ran clan ancestor, Sun Shi, and the carefree wanderer are trapped inside, filled with despair. They regret the greed that brought this annihilating disaster upon them 4 years ago, and they also begin to resent Wang Lin for not returning. The very moment the three of them, prepared to die, burn their primordial spirits together and unleash overwhelming battle intent, Liu Mei's figure in white steps through the sky. With just one light, casual sentence from her lips, the battle intent in the eyes of the carefree wanderer, who is burning his primordial spirit, vanishes in an instant, replaced by a deep, bone-piercing infatuation and dazed obsession.